the wonders of our world full of secrets and mysteries is still a mysterious mystery that poses a strong challenge to our research and knowledge capabilities. But seeing UFOs and those beings were not confined to one or two places in the world. They were seen and still are seen in many countries of the world, whether inside or outside cities or anywhere, and these stories and strange beings have existed for a long time, as indicated by documents, drawings, and archaeological holdings discovered in many countries of the world. There have been many close encounters with these beings, some fleeting and some more bizarre than that. With so much detail, these stories are sometimes bizarre and hard to believe for many. But in fact, we consider that these encounters with non-Earthlings are real, and we will not deny such claims and allegations for many reasons. Let us just remember the saying of the prominent astronomer Carl Edward Sagan that extraordinary claims need extraordinary evidence. Yes, it is true. Today we have important and notable cases, some with ordinary evidence, and others rather unusual ones. However, those stories should not be missed and shown to you. Our topic today is encounters with aliens. Bring a cup of tea or your favorite drink and let's get started. Aliens descend on the land of Moscow. In the year 1984, the official Soviet agency, TASS, reported that a group of people saw a flying saucer that landed on the ground in a place southeast of Moscow, and people wearing a uniform similar to astronauts' uniforms emerged from that flying saucer, and each of them was about 3 meters long. And each one of them had 3 eyes, and they wandered the area for a period of time, then returned to ride the flying saucer and left the place and disappeared from view. And in the same period of time came official news from Latin America mentioning that 4 strange people were killed after the flying saucer crashed over them, the desert of Mexico. And these 2 successive stories had a great impact on the scientific and research community, as the interest and research on this topic increased after seeing UFOs and aliens became a widespread phenomenon in many countries of the world after it was more widespread in the United States of America and Japan. Russia in particular, from the most places on Earth see flying saucers or aliens. Perhaps one of the most prominent stories of this kind occurred on August 19, 1970 in Malaysia, for 6 children who were playing in a dense forest area in Kuala Lumpur. They claimed that they saw a flying saucer that landed in that area, and 5 people came out of it, describing them as robots. They were about 1 meter tall. 4 of them were dressed in blue, while one of them was wearing a yellow uniform with a helmet on his head, and the children interpreted that as the leader. That these strangers had sensed their presence, and unfortunately for the 6 children, those strange beings had what looked like weapons and they shot them, but the children had managed to escape. In the United Kingdom, there are hundreds of reports documenting encounters or sightings with UFOs and aliens. In 1992, a man from Cardiff, the capital of Wales, mentioned that he and his friends were outside the city and the surrounding forests on a wild trip. While they were in the camps, they saw a group of UFOs. Near their camp was a large spaceship, and strangely, the man and his friends claimed that the spacecraft had stolen their vehicle, lifted it aloft, and then disappeared. They said that the dog who was with them was making strange sounds and barking hysterically before they saw the vehicle. If we assume that the man is lying, then he had his friends who witnessed the incident with him. Was that an agreement between them in order to compensate for a car or something like that? The answers were not revealed, and the story was immediately pulled the next day from the newspaper from the public because the analysis department of the UFO program had ordered such a story to stop circulating. Finally, no matter how strange these stories that I have reported to you, we cannot deny them absolutely. We have to get used to believing such stories, because everything seems possible in this strange world, and I am fully confident that there are many, especially in the Arab world, who have stories, observations, and encounters. Also, with those beings, many of them do not say it so as not to be underestimated or accused of lying. The end. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.